Spokesperson Mercedes Schlepp says the president has done something.
We've sanctioned 17 individuals who have been involved in that terrible tragedy of Khashoggi. We've taken action.
But not the action the Senate wants, with evidence that the president's own intelligence agencies say points to the Saudi crime.
To ABC News.
Happening to you. Like there's no end to it. But now, there is a quick and easy-to-use solution. A natural solution. Snores.
Stop, you saved my marriage.
Snore Stop. Rite Aid and CVS. Or you can go
from to the man after a dispute between him and his wife, and then allegedly shot the man to death on Old Island City Road. He has now been served with an indictment warrant and is lodged in the Madison County Detention Center. A Madison County woman was taken into custody recently on a warrant after she allegedly stole from her employer, Kentucky Dermatology. According to Richmond Police, Samantha Terry had been allegedly taking cash copays and pocketing the money from patients while she worked at the office throughout 2018. She was also allegedly manipulating billing cycles as she had some control over the patients' information and copays. When the company was alerted to these outstanding bills, it was discovered the accounts had been altered by Terry. Money was discovered in her vehicle, but all in all, the stolen cash amounted to over $3,000. She was arrested and was lodged in the Madison County Detention Center. The UK student, facing both local and federal charges involving a social media threat against one of the buildings on campus, has now been dismissed from the local charges involving the case. Today in Fayette County Court, 19-year-old Haley Duvall entered a not guilty plea on the federal charges, and the terroristic threatening and falsely reporting an incident charges were dismissed against her regarding the Snapchats she allegedly sent. However, she will still be answering to the charges of threatening communications, making false statements, and reporting of hoaxes, which could result in a maximum of 5 years in prison per charge. And Friday evening, Kentucky State Police were called to a fatality accident at mile marker 73 near Berea. The victim, identified as 61-year-old Tanya Matsuda of Columbus, Ohio, was struck multiple times while trying to flag down vehicles after she apparently experienced car trouble. Traffic was backed up for hours as a reconstruction team had to be brought in for the deadly wreck. For more stories such as these, be sure to visit Richmond's very own Wbontv.com. I'm Marissa Hempel.
Michael Watkins here at Estill County High School for the Wallingford Sports Show. We're going to come back, talk to Ruth Hughes, the basketball team. A big show coming up for you at Estill County High School, folks. Don't go anywhere. This is the Wallingford Sports Show.
This is a special sports presentation of the Wallingford Broadcasting Company.
Sports fans, it's time for the Wallingford Sports Show. The Wallingford Sports Show is served up by Buffalo Wild Wings and also brought to you in part by Jack Burford Chevrolet, the law office of Patrick O'Neill, King Brothers Used Cars, and Honchels. Now let's go live inside the Jack Burford Chevrolet studios discussing the hottest sports topics around. Here are your hosts, Michael Watkins and Samantha Burford.
Welcome in, everybody, to Estill County High School. This is the Wallingford Sports Show, served up by Buffalo Wild Wings, and on the traveling Jack Burford Chevrolet studios. We haven't been inside the studio in a while, but our studio is brought to you by Jack Burford Chevrolet. Michael Watkins here at Estill County High School. Going to talk some girls basketball to get the show started. Coach Ruth Hughes. Coach, y'all played over at Powell County on Friday. Tough game on the road. That rivalry, though, and going over there is always a tough place to play. Kind of talk about what you saw from your team and what you need to work on for whenever you play them here in January or February.
Well, as a whole, it was some of my youngsters didn't handle it very well. They were, I guess, either too hyped up or too nervous. We didn't shoot the ball well. We didn't really defend very well, and we sure didn't block out very well. So those are all areas we need to improve on. And it's just such a big rivalry. The younger kids, they have such a hard time. They've never played in that type of atmosphere. Yeah. And there's a lot of pressure involved. And they said, well, we were nervous wreck. And I was like, well, you could tell. But we've really got to work on guarding and being able to defend the post and guarding penetration and rebounding the ball.
When you look back at how the season's gone so far, what do you need your team to improve on most?
Probably just defense in general. We're young, we overplay, we get out of position, and once we're out of position, we have a hard time getting back into position to block out or to make that second stop, and that's where we're having our biggest problem. Even with we're lacking in size, so our post play is always going to be hard, but we've got to figure out ways to improve on that, to be able to guard the post. But mainly, we just get ourselves so bad out of position, we can't rotate back into position.
You know, a couple weeks into the season now, as your team has kind of developed through, 8-9 games now, has there been any surprises, whether it be a player or a couple of players that have really surprised you with the way they've stepped up and played?
Well, of course, we have a freshman point guard who always does well, but she is only 14, and but she has played.
Mia Hill, right?
Yeah, Mia. She's played really well, and really our seniors have been good leaders on the floor. They're good defenders. They're good role models in the locker room. They're always there to support each other. But really, in general, there's been a lot of surprises with our team chemistry. We lost a lot last year, but really they just love each other and get along very well with each other.
Well, as you gear up for the holiday season, are you guys going to any tournaments or anything?
After Christmas, we go to Montgomery County to the Gates Holiday Classic, and we get to play Bryan Station the first game. But it's we've got about 10 days. We play Lee County tomorrow. We're going to have about 10 days before our next game, and we're going to try to work on some of those deficiencies that we have.
Lee County, obviously, we know about the teams they've had with the Cash Girl the last couple of years. and when you look at the district as a landscape, obviously now being 0-1 in district play, how important will tomorrow's game be for your team?
Well, really, we've had trouble playing Lee County for the last couple of years, and mainly it is because of Hannah Cash. She was a heck of a ball player, but we've got to get over that hurdle. It's almost like we got a monkey on our back when it comes to Lee County, that we've got to get past that. But it's a huge game because we don't want to go 0-2 in the district, and because Owsley's playing really good right now, Powell's playing really good, so it's really a big game for us. What time? 6 o'clock tomorrow? Is Yes.
Right? Is it boy-girl doubleheader?
Yes.
Okay, so big game tomorrow for the girls team. Make sure you get out here and support the Lady Engineers as they take on Lee County tomorrow. Kind of give us an idea of what Lee County will bring in here tomorrow.
They still return Ross from last year's team, and they returned the 6'4" Hinkle. Now, she is just a freshman and still learning, but her being 6'4" poses a problem for most people. And Ross can light it up. She can get hot from the three-point line, and she's just hard to guard because you can be in her face and she can still hit it. But we hope to turn up the pressure a little bit and make them turn it over and play a little faster than we have in the last couple of games.
Big night tonight here at Estill County. It's Irvin High night, and I think you said that you all were feeding, 200 plus alumni?
Yeah, I think they've got 150 to 200 alumni coming in. It's a big deal. Irvin High and Estill High, they were two separate schools. They've combined them, years ago, but there was a big rivalry between the two.
Oh, yeah.
And I think this is the first time we've ever done anything for Irvin High in general, so.
Well, Danny and William have their Irvin High shirts on. I'm hoping tonight we can get through this without any Irvin High and Estill County High alumni.
I think we're all
into
friends now.
Okay, well, that's good. Then everybody's come together to support the blue and white. So, well, Coach, thank you for coming on. Good luck tomorrow night, and good luck the rest of the way. Look forward to checking with you as the season goes along and see how the girls are doing.
All right, thank you.
All right, it is Coach Ruth Hughes of the Estill County Lady Engineers. Guys, we'll take a short commercial break and come back. Danny and William will join me later on in the broadcast to talk about tonight and what it means for Estill County High School and the history of Irvin High. Back in a moment at Estill County High School. This is the Wallingford Sports Show.
At King Brothers Used Cars in Winchester, you don't have to worry about the hassles of dealing with an aggressive salesman. They strive to make you feel comfortable and help you find the car you're looking for at the best price possible. Stop by today and get your key and drive off in a new-to-you vehicle from King Brothers Used Cars on West Lexington Avenue in Winchester, or stop by their Facebook page for updates and their website, kingbrotherscars.com, to check out their inventory. King Brothers Used Cars, family-owned and time-tested since 1966.
Escape to sports with Buffalo Wild Wings. New GM Tommy Barton welcomes you to the new atmosphere and new specials. Get the $5 game day menu all day, every day, which includes burgers and fries, brats and fries, or order a game day pitcher of beer, all for only $5. Don't forget about the buy one, get one boneless wings deal on Tuesday and 65-cent boneless wings on Thursday. And ask your server about the Blazing Rewards program and see how you can earn free food at Buffalo Wild Wings in Richmond. Honchell's Men's Store is not just a men's clothing store. It's a first pair of boots store, an outfit to match dad's store, a place to cheer on your favorite team store, and now they're also a place to get women's clothes store. Honchell's has it all. When the weather starts to get cold, get to Honchell's for the latest Carhartt brands to keep everyone in the family warm. Plus, Honchell's has a huge selection of hunting and work boots from Wolverine, Justin, Rocky, and more. Family owned, trusted for over 50 years, where you'll always get free gift wrapping and personalized service. Honchell's in the West Irvin Plaza.
Patrick O'Neill has been serving Central and Eastern Kentucky since 1995. When someone is accused of something they didn't do, or when a good person makes a mistake, they need the best representation they can find. And that's Patrick O'Neill. Whether it's criminal defense, Social Security, disability, personal injury, workers' compensation, or deeds and wills, when you need legal advice, trust the expertise of Patrick O'Neill. He will get you the money you deserve. His office is located in Jackson, but Patrick practices all over Central and Eastern Kentucky. For more information or for a free consultation, call 606-666-2990.
Make sure to visit jackburford.com and be sure to like Jack Burford Chevrolet on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and subscribe to our Jack Burford Chevrolet YouTube channel. We load great, fresh, informational content daily about our great new and certified pre-owned vehicles. We also load great content about our great service specials to keep your vehicle running for many years to come. Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond.
Hey everybody, meet my new intern, Alan Cutler.
Oldest intern in America. 20 applied for the job, and I got it. Look, I am so excited to be doing the Madison Central games with you.
Oh, yeah.
They're special. The Feldhouse family is special. It's a ton of fun. Join us on WBONTV.com and Y92.5 WEKY.
Alan, how about some coffee?
Okay, I'm the intern.
Don't forget the cream and sugar.
Okay.
Get the cream and sugar.
Okay.
We're back here on the stations of Wallingford Broadcasting. This is the Wallingford Sports Show live at Estill County High School. We are, of course, served up by Buffalo Wild Wings. So time to get over to Buffalo Wild Wings in the Richmond Center, guys, and get the $25 gift card and receive a $5 bonus card. When you buy that $25 gift card at Buffalo Wild Wings, you basically get 5 free bucks. Over at Beat Ups, they still got the great specials, the $5 burgers and fries, $5 brats and fries, and all kinds of great deals at Buffalo Wild Wings in the Richmond Center. Also, we are brought to you by our studio sponsor, Jack Burford Chevrolet. Awesome Chevy deals going on before Christmas time, so if you're looking for a good vehicle for maybe your loved one or your mom and dad, or looking for a good deal, make sure to check out Jack Burford Chevrolet over on the bypass in Richmond for a new Chevrolet. We come at you live here at Estill County High School tonight, and it's a rough night for everybody. Celebrating going on, obviously, because of the Irvin High night, but heavy, heavy hearts for not only the team and the folks that surround this basketball program, but for myself as well. John Bentley, one of my best friends, his mother passed away early this morning, so our hearts are heavy as we come at you live here this evening. Our thoughts, our prayers go out to Coach Bentley and his family, and we just want to, Coach, if you're listening, if you're watching, obviously today's going to be rough, this week's going to be rough, but these players and everybody here loves you and supports you, and we are going to be thinking about you and your family as this time goes on. So, my man, if you need anything, make sure to reach us, and we'll keep you in our thoughts and our prayers. And as we go off the air for this segment, we are going to have a moment of silence as far as the broadcast goes for Mary Lahart, who was the mother of the head coach from Estill County, John Bentley, and do want to keep that family in your thoughts and your prayers. He is not going to be here tonight. Tomorrow they play Lee County. I don't see him being here tomorrow night either. It's something, I mean, it's always tough to lose a loved one, but to lose your mother, especially tough in that aspect. So continue to remember John Bentley and his family and this program in your thoughts and your prayers as we go throughout the week and the times to come. Holiday season, I mean, it's never tough to lose someone, especially during the holiday season, especially if it's your mom. So do keep that family in your thoughts and prayers. As we look ahead to tonight, it'll be Estill County and Wolfe County, the JV game currently going on right now down on the floor. And we will be having the broadcast for the varsity game tonight. Danny Wood and William Hardy down there with their Irvin High shirts on. They'll be doing the broadcast for tonight's game, and we'll talk about that more whenever they come on with me here to end the show. But we look back at the week that was for high school basketball. Obviously, Estill County coming off the loss to a big district game against Powell County. Not what you would expect. I mean, when I saw Powell County a couple of weeks ago against Madison Southern, I thought Estill County would definitely be the better team. However, in that game versus Southern, Powell County was without their leading scorer, Bryce Marion, and their starting center, Ojanoma. Both those guys were out, and you could see their presence was definitely felt in the game versus Estill County, who doesn't really have as much size as we've seen the Engineers have in years past when you had Andrew and Lane Doty down low. So it was an adjustment, and Powell County was able to take advantage and knock off Estill County on Friday night for the first district win of the year for the Pirates. And it was a big win for them as well, because now that kind of puts them in first place in the district. As you go throughout the season, that game could be weighing heavily as far as the standings go throughout the year. Owsley County and Lee County continue to struggle with their programs, trying to build them back up to what they once were. Back when I played in the late 2000s, from about 05 to 2010, Owsley County and Lee County both were tops in the 14th region. Lee County had kids like the Leesgong twins, Kenny Brandenburg. Landon Johnson will get mad at me if I don't mention him. But Lee County was a very good team. in the late 2000s. Owsley County had guys like Jerry Terry, Daniel Neely, Tyson Gross, who went on to play college basketball. So those programs trying to get back to where they once were, and it's kind of been Lee County, Owsley County, just going back and forth. When you look at throughout the seasons, the last, 5-6 years, it's been a dominant Estill County or Powell County team that has owned the 56th district. So we will see how things go throughout the year, but it looks like most likely it'll be Powell County or Estill County, and if that is the case, Powell County got an early jump start with the win on Friday night. Glad to have you all along here at Estill County High School. Casey Allen joining us. Casey, I am by myself tonight. Samantha Burford will not be with us today. She's got some Christmas events she's going to over in Richmond. So tonight, by myself for the most part, our broadcast crew for the Estill County game, Danny Wood and William Hardy, will join me in a couple of moments to talk about the big game tonight and what is exactly going on here at Estill County High School. And Irvin High Night is what they're calling it, and it's going to be kind of a cool way to have Guy Strong here, who was a legendary coach, went on to coach at EKU, so they're going to have a little memory thing about him. So kind of cool what they're doing, and I think they said around 200 alumni will be here to kind of celebrate and everything that's going on. So kind of cool what they're doing here at Estill County High School. I am Michael Watkins. We are glad to have you tuned in, folks, here on WEKY, WKXO, and WBONTV.com. We talked about the game last week for Estill County. Only one game on the schedule for the Engineers in the loss to Powell County. Madison Southern last week had a pretty good week. When you look back at what they did with Austin Newton, had a big win over Jackson County 73-59 in the final home game of the year before we turned the calendar over to 2019. But they did lose to a Woodford County team, which has kind of surprised everybody. Woodford County is undefeated to this point, and they have been shocking everyone. They knocked off a very good GRC team a couple of weeks ago, and Madison Southern went on the road late last week on the 13th, and lost 68-41 to a very good Woodford County team. And in the win over Jackson County, the last home game of the year, Southern was able to get a pretty good game from Britton Robinson, who came off the bench to score 24. Chad Fugit put in 19, and they got 16 from Trent Mobberly. But a big game for Britton Robinson, who had 24 points in the win over Jackson County on December 11th in the final game at home for Austin Newton and the Eagles in the year 2018. As for Madison Central, after losing to Collins to end 2 weeks ago, the Indians playing much, much better basketball in their last two games. On Friday night, they knocked off a pretty good Pulaski County team, 78-57. And then on Saturday night, in a game that Alan Cutler joined myself here on WBONTV with, Christian County came in winners of 3 straight and a pretty good team in their own right. And Madison Central was able to defeat them handedly, 72-48, and got big games all around. You got a big game from Cozart inside, and a nice game from Quay Charlton as well. And the sophomore, Cole Brown, coming along this Indians team. You know, before this season, they were ranked number 5 in the preseason. I heard rumblings of, are they really that good? Can they be that good? 2 weeks into the season, I would have thought, they got a long way to go. But after seeing how Coach Feldhouse has got this team to play his style of basketball the last couple of games, we're finally starting to see why many predicted the Indians could be a top 5 team in the state, and they are playing that way. Cole Brown, the sophomore, if he can play the way he's played the last couple of games, same goes for Charlton. If he can play that way, and obviously Isaiah Cozart staying out of foul trouble and doing what you know he's going to do, the Indians can be a force in the 11th region. But the way Scott County is playing right now, it'll be interesting to see if anybody can contend with the Cardinals of Scott County. We'll go ahead and have pull up our King Brothers Used Cars Player of the Week. We touched on how well Quay Charlton had been playing. The senior guard for Madison Central put up big numbers in the win over Pulaski County. He had 19 points to go along with 5 rebounds, and he knocked down 5 of 7 free throws in the win over Pulaski County. And then on Saturday, the following night, he got to the free throw line 16 times versus Christian County, poured in 25 points to help lead the Indians to victory over Christian County by the final score of 72-48. So our King Brothers Used Cars Player of the Week for last week is Quay Charlton, the senior guard for Madison Central. A great week for him. And Madison Central, a great week for them as well, as they are now starting to play the way we thought they could and the way that they probably should. Deion Cox playing much better. Braden Ray kind of being that spot-up shooter that they needed. And you're getting good minutes off the bench by Preston Roberts. So this Madison Central team, they could be dangerous if they can continue to play this way and maybe see some of these other guys get more involved, like get more minutes for Braden Ray and Deion Cox, and maybe William Jacobs down the line might see some more minutes. So we'll see as the season goes on. But our King Brothers Used Cars Player of the Week is Quay Charlton. Guys, King Brothers Used Cars, if you're looking for a high-end, nice, new-to-you vehicle, King Brothers Used Cars is the place to go. They have a huge selection of Chevrolets, Fords, Jeeps, some nice trucks over there. And you can check out their entire inventory at kingbrotherscars.com. And our King Brothers Used Cars Player of the Week is Quay Charlton. Tonight we're live at Estill County High School. It is Irvin High Night here at Estill County, and as the school goes to recognize some of the alumni and the old Irvin High School that combined with Estill High to make Estill County High School. And that's going on tonight, so we'll have Danny Wood and William Hardy on with me later on to discuss everything going on with all that, as well as the game broadcast between Estill County and Wolfe County coming up later on. Guys, if you're listening to us on the radio side, you know, silence, dead air is never a good thing, but we are going to take about a 10-second pause here and do a moment of silence for John Bentley's mom, Mary Lahart. Keep this family in your thoughts and prayers. Obviously, John Bentley, the head coach here at Estill County High School, his mom passing away this morning. So continue to remember this family. And as we take a commercial break, we're going to pause for about 10 seconds and have a moment of silence for Mary Lahart. We'll be back in a moment. We are live at Estill County High School for the Wallingford Sports Show.
At King Brothers Used Cars in Winchester, you don't have to worry about the hassles of dealing with an aggressive salesman. They strive to make you feel comfortable and help you find the car you're looking for at the best price possible. Stop by today and get your key and drive off in a new-to-you vehicle from King Brothers Used Cars on West Lexington Avenue in Winchester, or stop by their Facebook page for updates and their website kingbrotherscars.com to check out their inventory. King Brothers Used Cars, family-owned and time-tested since 1966.
Escape to sports with Buffalo Wild Wings. New GM Tommy Barton welcomes you to the Sphere and new specials. Get the $5 game day menu all day, every day, which includes burgers and fries, brats and fries, or order a game day pitcher of beer, all for only $5. Don't forget about the buy one, get one boneless wings deal on Tuesday and 65-cent boneless wings on Thursday. And ask your server about the Blazing Rewards program and see how you can earn free food at Buffalo Wild Wings in Richmond. Honchel's Men's Store is not just a men's clothing store. It's a first pair of boots store, an outfit to match Dad's store, a place to cheer on your favorite team store, and now they're also a place to get a women's clothes store. Honchel's has it all. When the weather starts to get cold, get to Honchel's for the latest Carhartt brands to keep everyone in the family warm. Plus, Honchel's has a huge selection of hunting and work boots from Wolverine, Justin, Rocky, and more. Family owned and trusted for over 50 years, where you'll always get free gift wrapping and personalized service. Honchel's in the West Irvin Plaza.
Patrick O'Neill has been serving Central and Eastern Kentucky since 1995. When someone is accused of something they didn't do, or when a good person makes a mistake, they need the best representation they can find. And that's Patrick O'Neill. Whether it's criminal defense, Social Security, disability, personal injury, workers' compensation, or deeds and wills, when you need legal advice, trust the expertise of Patrick O'Neill. He will get you the money you deserve. His office is located in Jackson, but Patrick practices all over Central and Eastern Kentucky. For more information or for a free consultation, call 606-666-2990.
Make sure to visit jackburford.com and be sure to like Jack Burford Chevrolet on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and subscribe to our Jack Burford Chevrolet YouTube channel. We load great, fresh, informational content daily about our great new and certified pre-owned vehicles. We also load great content about our great service specials to keep your vehicle running for many years to come. Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond.
everybody meet my new intern, Alan Cutler.
Oldest intern in America. 20 applied for the job, and I got it. Look, I am so excited to be doing the Madison Central games with you.
Oh, yeah.
They're special. The Feldhouse family is special. It's a ton of fun. Join us on WBONTV.com and Y92.5 WEKY.
Alan, how about some coffee?
Okay, I'm the intern.
Don't forget the cream and sugar.
Okay.
Welcome back into Estill County High School. Michael Watkins here on the stations of Wallingford Broadcasting. The sports show served up by Buffalo Wild Wings in the Richmond Center and brought to you by the studio sponsor, Jack Burford Chevrolet. Guys, we are in Estill County tonight. You know, you've got one more week till Christmas. Don't forget to stop by Honschel's Men's Store in the West Irvin Plaza for great deals for Dad. And now they've got some pretty cool stuff for Mom as well. So stop by Honschel's in the West Irvin Plaza and get those last-minute Christmas gifts. I am joined by another legend here at Estill County. You know, it is Irvin High Night, a few legends in the house, and we are joined by one who helped lead this team last year to their first ever trip to the state tournament. Caleb Bonney, man, welcome in.
Thanks for having me.
Just kind of give the folks at home an update as to where you're at now and what's going on with your high school, with your college basketball career.
So I decided this summer to go to Combine Academy. It's a prep school in North Carolina. It's based out of the Charlotte area, and we're just playing a whole lot of basketball, trying to improve and get better, and hopefully up my recruiting value.
Kind of give us an idea of what an academy does. It's not really like, you know, it's not a Kentucky or something like that, which, but kind of give us an idea of what the academy is.
So it's I wake up every morning 6 o'clock and we start working at basketball, and we do that, we lift, and it's really focused on upping the stock of each player. So we've got players from around the world. I've got a roommate that lives in Israel.
Oh, wow.
Got a guy on my team from Turkey.
Okay.
And people all different skill levels. Of course, everyone's pretty good, but we've got mid-major Division I guys who are trying to get another step up. We've got D2 guys trying to get to the D1 level, D3 guys trying to get to the D2 level. So it's just wherever you're at, and their job is to get you where you want to be and get you the recruits.
Now, is there a way, like, do you all play games, or
yes.
do you have a schedule, or
yeah,
just
we
against
play.
each other? How does that work?
We've got 3 teams, and then we have a national team. I've been lucky enough to play on the national team and with my regular team, and like, for instance, the national teams will play schools like Oak Hill and IMG, some of the Mount Verda, some of the bigger schools, and then with our regular teams, we just play other prep schools and D2 colleges, D3 colleges, and NAI.
Yeah, I know whenever Andrew Wiggins was playing, when he was in high school or college or whatever, before he went to Kansas, he was at a school like that, and he came down to play Alice Floyd, and some of the guys that I know that were playing on that team got to play against Andrew Wiggins, so that was kind of cool.
Well, we had, like, one of my teammates is, his teammate in high school was Romeo Langford. He's actually projected to go to the draft next year.
Yeah, well, that's pretty cool. So you've played against some pretty good talent, obviously.
Yeah, we have.
So, whenever you're doing this, do you still take college classes too? How does that all work?
I do. I take college classes. One of the main reasons I chose to do this was so I could work on getting my master's paid for with basketball, because now I'm going to go in where I already had a lot of college hours from high school.
Yeah.
I'm going to go in with 30-some hours as a sophomore and have 4 years of basketball left, meaning I'm going to graduate and be able to go ahead and work on my master's with basketball paying the bill. So
that's crazy.
I couldn't pass on that.
Well, I don't blame you, man. So as far as your studies go, what's the future look like that way?
Right now, I'm really looking at a math area. I'm not sure. I kind of want to teach just so I can coach. I love basketball, and I want to coach at high school level. Playing for Coach Bentley and just being around high school basketball, I love it. There's nothing like it, and I would really like to coach that one day. But definitely in the math area. I want to teach in the math area, or, maybe not teach, but that's what I'm looking at right now.
Well, one thing I do know, as far as numbers go, you've got somebody in your family that's pretty good at numbers, right?
Yeah.
Your brother Matt, what he's like, he's a math genius. You might be able to call him that.
Yeah,
I don't want to give him the big head, but he's pretty good at the numbers.
He's very good at the numbers.
Well, speaking of Coach Bentley, obviously, we know what he's going through today. We don't know what he's going through, but we know he's in our thoughts and our prayers. Talk about what he meant to you in your basketball career.
He meant the world to me. He pushed me harder than any coach should ever push me, and not only that, he believed in me. Yeah. So like my freshman year, start of the season, I had a really bad ankle injury. It was the first week of practice, and we had another month till our first game. And I had a big rehab process, and right when I got back, he immediately trusted me to go in the starting lineup. And just he put a lot of faith in me, and knowing who I am, like, that meant the world to me. So when I knew Coach Bentley believed in me, that gave me the confidence to go out there and perform at the level I performed my freshman year. And just throughout the years, him always putting me in position to be the best basketball player I could be. Yeah. He always did that, and I appreciate him not only as a great coach, but as a friend and just a lot. I appreciated him for a lot.
When you come back home, obviously, you guys are still celebrated around here.
Right.
Do you still get congratulated when you go out into town and see people?
Oh, yeah. It was and everyone knew my senior class, too. So we were already well known, and the fact that we were able to accomplish what no team had ever accomplished in this high school. It was a really big deal. I mean, when we were up arena, all you saw was blue. You know,
I was there. It was
incredible.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think this is something people will remember around here for a long time.
Yeah, and when you look back at that team, too, I mean, you never heard anything bad about the boys except Joe Benton.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, Joe can't hear me, so. But, I mean, all you guys were class acts, and you just like to play basketball. That's the big thing. I mean, you know, you hear some stories out of some towns about some off-the-court issues, but we've not had that in Estill County, and I think a lot of that has to go with the coaching, but just the fact that these boys, y'all grow up in the gym.
We were brothers.
Exactly.
My senior recruit, including Joe. Joe was a part of that. He played with us since we were little. We were all brothers. We keep in touch every day. I talk to him almost every day, and of course we know Andrew's having a great career right now.
Exactly.
And Lane's on the team too, and he's getting better.
Berea.
And there's just saying that we've got 3 players playing basketball at the next level coming out of a class, and that's saying something.
That's probably never been done here either.
No, I'd say not.
When you look at this year's team, have you got to see them play yet?
Yeah, I've got to watch them play.
What is the one thing that you think they need to work on the most? To me, it looks like the experience is lacking, obviously.
Growing together, they're a little bit different than my team was early on. They've really got to learn to mesh together and learn to score together as a team, because they're not going to be able to rely on someone to go put up 35 and win. They got to learn to combine and play great together, and just experience. My sophomore year, we struggled too, but if they grow together, stay in the gym, stay in the weight room. I know they've got a good freshman class right now too.
Oh yeah.
I think that they can be a good team. I really do.
I've heard people say that this team has a shot to do what you all did last year with the entire roster. When you look at when maybe Joe's a senior next year, these guys that are sophomores, the 4 other starters will be juniors. This young freshman class, and even the 8th graders. I helped coach the 8th graders this year. Last year, there's some guys over there that could play if they get it up top. Right. So, I mean, this team and Estill County's basketball program, I feel like, is still heading in the right direction.
It's all about them buying in. I'll tell you what, Coach Bentley does a great job of telling about how hard they got to work, because he worked that hard, and they just got to buy into that. They got to buy into the alone time in the gym.
Yeah, and when you're at a school like Estill County, you're not going to have just a reciprocating talent that a Knott County Central or a Perry County Central or even a Hazard or even a Breathitt County. They consistently fill the roster back out. You're not going to have that every single year. But one thing that you will have here at Estill County is always being able to compete in the district. And if you can compete for a regional title every 4 or 5 years, then you're doing something here.
Absolutely.
So John Bentley has got this program heading in the right direction. And guys, continue to remember John Bentley and his family in your thoughts and prayers. How long are you going to be in town?
January 6th. I'll leave
you got
on January 6th.
I got
a really good break.
Enjoy the holidays with the family then.
Yeah.
And get in the gym here. And
I think our season ends the end of March.
Okay.
And then I'll let you guys know where I'm signed at the end of March.
Listen here, you do us a favor. When you find out where you're going, get up with me. We'll bring you on the show, and we'll let everybody know where we're heading to.
For sure.
Is there any way that folks can keep up with you or keep up with the team? Any website or anything?
YouTube, Combine Academy Team Watt.
Okay.
And I've also they just put a highlight mixtape out of me about about a month ago, so you can go check that out. Just Caleb Bonney, Combine Academy, and it'll pull me up.
When I played in high school, they had a highlight reel, but it was the only, you could see me and then you could see the official doing that. That was all the highlight reel was. So, well, man, thanks for coming on. Good luck the rest of the year.
Thanks, I appreciate
if we do anything for you, just let us know.
I appreciate it.
That is Caleb Bonney, the freshman now, playing some college basketball, and he'll let us know where he's going to go after the academy's finished up with him. Guys, we'll take a short commercial break. When we come back, Danny and William will join us to talk about Irvin High Night here at Estill County High School. Back in a moment on the Wallingford Sports Show.
At King Brothers Used Cars in Winchester, you don't have to worry about the hassles of dealing with an aggressive salesman. They strive to make you feel comfortable and help you find the car you're looking for at the best price possible. Stop by today and get your key and drive off in a new-to-you vehicle from King Brothers Used Cars on West Lexington Avenue in Winchester, or stop by their Facebook page for updates and their website, kingbrotherscars.com, to check out their inventory. King Brothers Used Cars, family-owned and time-tested since 1966.
Escape to sports with Buffalo Wild Wings. New GM Tommy Barton welcomes you to the new atmosphere and new specials. Get the $5 game day menu all day, every day, which includes burgers and fries, brats and fries, or order a game day pitcher of beer, all for only $5. Don't forget about the buy one, get one boneless wings deal on Tuesday and 65-cent boneless wings on Thursday. And ask your server about the Blazing Rewards program and see how you can earn free food at Buffalo Wild Wings in Richmond. Honchel's Men's Store is not just a men's clothing store. It's a first pair of boots store, an outfit to match dad's store, a place to cheer on your favorite team store, and now they're also a place to get women's clothes store. Honchel's has it all. When the weather starts to get cold, get to Honchel's for the latest Carhartt brands to keep everyone in the family warm. Plus, Honchel's has a huge selection of hunting and work boots from Wolverine, Justin, Rocky, and more. Family owned and trusted for over 50 years, where you'll always get free gift wrapping and personalized service. Honchel's in the West Irvin Plaza.
Patrick O'Neill has been serving Central and Eastern Kentucky since 1995. When someone is accused of something they didn't do, or when a good person makes a mistake, they need the best representation they can find. And that's Patrick O'Neill. Whether it's criminal defense, Social Security, disability, personal injury, workers' compensation, or deeds and wills, when you need legal advice, trust the expertise of Patrick O'Neill. He will get you the money you deserve. His office is located in Jackson, but Patrick practices all over Central and Eastern Kentucky. For more information or for a free consultation, call 606-666-2990.
Make sure to visit jackburford.com and be sure to like Jack Burford Chevrolet on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and subscribe to our Jack Burford Chevrolet YouTube channel. We load great, fresh, informational content daily about our great new and certified pre-owned vehicles. We also load great content about our great service specials to keep your vehicle running for many years to come. Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond.
Hey everybody, meet my new intern, Alan Cutler.
Oldest intern in America. 20 applied for the job and I got it. Look, I am so excited to be doing the Madison Central games with you.
Yeah.
They're special. The Feldhouse family is special. It's a ton of fun. Join us on Wbontv.com and Y92.5 WEKY.
Alan, how about some coffee?
Okay, I'm the intern.
Don't forget the cream and sugar.
Okay.
Well, welcome back on the Wallingford Sports Show. We are live at Estill County High School. This is Michael Watkins. Glad to have you tuned in. No Samantha Burford here with us this evening. She's got some Christmas festivities to attend to in Richmond. The JV game currently going on in front of us as Estill County taking on Wolfe County tonight. We're going to have the game broadcast coming up for you. It is Irvin High night here in Estill County this evening, and the Engineers, an emotional night for them for many reasons, mainly because their head coach, John Bentley, lost his mother to a long-time battle with cancer, I believe. So keep that family in your thoughts and prayers. We had a moment of silence for her on the show here earlier this evening. So do continue to remember that family in your thoughts and prayers as we go throughout the holiday season. We are served up by Buffalo Wild Wings. There's still plenty of time to get over to Buffalo Wild Wings in the Richmond Center and get you a $25 gift card and receive a $5 bonus card. By doing so, you'll get a $5 bonus card from Buffalo Wild Wings. So if you want to buy me the $25 gift card, you can keep the $5 yourself, or vice versa. I'll be okay with either one of those. And we are also presented by Jack Burford Chevrolet. They are a presenting sponsor on our studio. Obviously, the studio's been traveling a lot here lately, so we do want to say thank you to Jack Burford Chevrolet. On next Monday's show, we're going to have a little bit of a Christmas edition. We'll be talking to some of the coaches from around the area. We'll have, hopefully, the band from Madison Central play us a little Christmas or so. It'll be a big Christmas special Wallingford Sports Show next Monday night. And then the following night, on the New Year's Eve edition, we'll do kind of a year wrap-up, a year in review show on New Year's Eve. So some exciting weeks to come here on the sports show. It was a good week for Kentucky basketball. Obviously, you had Quade Green transfer. The team not as good as we had hoped and had wanted to, coming off a loss to Seton Hall. But they came to play this Saturday versus Utah. The Cats were about a 15-point favorite, ended up winning